You may not believe this. A man boards a plane and finds his seat taken by a noisy child. He is about to get angry, but a flight attendant takes him to first class. This is a fact that touches the heart. If love starts from a small chance, you would hold on every time. The joy of unexpected meetings is hard to forget. The man is named Carl. In first class, CO Annie is bothered by an older man. Annoyed, she pulls Carl to sit beside her. The older man stops. During the flight, Annie works hard. Carl plays with the seat like a child. They do not know a story of a strong woman falling for a simple man will happen to them. The plane hits strong turbulence. Annie grabs Carl's hand in panic. Carl holds it gently. Her cold hand touches his heart. Annie pulls away shyly, but the warmth stays with him. As Annie leaves, Carl feels sad watching her go. He thinks she is a work-focused strong woman who would not notice someone ordinary like him. If not for the economy class problem, they would not have met. But her dropped USB drive gives him hope. He runs after her, but she is gone in a car. He calls out, but the older man mocks him. The next day, Annie enters her company with confidence. Everyone smiles at her, but behind her back, they say she is an old woman who does not understand fun. Annie ignores it and focuses on work to become editor-in-chief. Her boss says he gives the position to Jonah. Annie asks why. He says Jonah is less skilled but friendly, creative, and full of energy. Annie seems too serious and lacks vitality. Angry, Annie leaves. She looks for her USB but cannot find it. Then she sees a note on her computer. A man came to return it but you were busy. Annie calls the number. Carl is at a bar with friends. He tells her the address. Annie goes there to get the USB, but Carl says he must go home with her to fetch it. Outside, his ride is an old pink scooter. Annie is surprised but follows. Carl helps her with the helmet. A colleague takes a photo that looks like a kiss. Annie trusts Carl already on their second meeting. At home, he gives the USB, but she leaves quickly. Carl feels heartbroken watching her go. The next day at work, colleagues whisper and look strangely. Her friend shows the photo. Annie is shocked and wants to explain, but her boss is happy about it. Annie thinks, since her divorce, she focused on her daughter and work, not love. Her friend advises starting a relationship for companionship, family, and career health. That night, Annie drinks wine and decides to pursue Carl. She dresses attractively and goes to his school. Carl is shocked by her beauty. They tour the school. She invites him to a dinner. He agrees happily. At the dinner, Carl plays with gadgets like a child. Annie joins in. Colleagues see her change and are surprised. On the roof, Carl shares design ideas. Annie smiles with appreciation. He holds an umbrella for her as she leaves. But a call comes. Her sister says meet a great doctor for marriage. Annie lies about her daughter being sick and leaves. Carl calls a taxi for her. Seeing his care, Annie feels guilty. She meets the doctor, who is funny and rich, but thinks of Carl and the date fails. She does not mind. Their relationship grows. They ride the scooter to a fashion show with big names. Annie tells him to stay still. When a model falls, no one helps. Kind Carl goes on stage to assist. He stands awkwardly in the lights, impressing everyone. At the dance, Annie lets loose to show vitality to her boss. As they get close, Carl's presence makes her feel warm. He walks her home and tries to hold her hand, but she pulls away. He worries about their 20-year age difference. At her door, with wine's courage, he kisses her after learning her daughter is away. Annie does not push him away. They start dating. The next morning, Annie tells Carl to leave fast because her sister is coming. He dresses in a hurry and loses a shoe. As he leaves, she chases out for a kiss. He is happy. Later, Annie finds a note leading to her lost Walkman under a chair. She listens. Carl invites her on a date. Smiling, she rides his scooter through streets, feeling life's joy again. This brings creativity to her work. Colleagues cheer. Promotion is near, but when Carl confesses truly, Annie hesitates over age. After days of fun, she ends it calmly. Carl is heartbroken and wastes away, thinking of her always. Months later, Annie's company needs a model for a cover. The boss remembers Carl from the show and insists. Annie asks Carl for help. At the shoot, Annie comes to restart their love, but Carl learns from her friend it's a plot for her promotion. He is just a tool. Heartbroken, he kisses her publicly but helps anyway. The photographer insults him. Carl runs away angry over the lake. Annie chases, begging him to stay. He worries her boss hurt. Even hurt, he thinks of her, but he loses the job. Alone, Annie sees his dropped shoe and listens to the Walkman invitation. She realizes she loves him. She goes to his school to win him back, but is mistaken for a teacher. Seeing Carl in class, she kisses him in front of everyone. She decides to ignore age and eyes, embracing love bravely. Sometimes love comes at the wrong time to the right person, but if the heart stays true, chase it with courage. Happiness is earned. Love is guarded. In the end, it's not about perfect timing. It's about listening to your heart's quiet call, letting go of fears, and choosing joy that makes you feel alive again. Sisters, in our busy lives, remember, you deserve a love that sees your strength and softens your edges. Be brave. Your story is just beginning.